welcome inside the Legends Center in Warman as the Axemen and the Ravens get set to kick off their 2023 Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League season. Hello, it's Matt Morrison. Happy to have you along as we just saw the Axemen presented with their 2022 championship banner, and their championship defense starts right now. The Axemen are in the white jerseys with the green shorts. Moving from right to left on your broadcast screen with Brandon Schatz in between the pipes. Meanwhile, the Ravens are in the red uniforms with Mitch Deason in between the pipes, and they're moving from left to right as Christian Magnus will work that one up for Keegan Jackstite as the Axemen's top line starts the ball game. And Sandy Charles now in his own zone. Fires it all the way around. Jackstite, a centering pass. Magnus with a shot, and that one doesn't make its way through. Loose ball in front as now here comes the Ravens the other way with a burst of speed as Colton Adair. And he tries a centering pass. That one doesn't work. Icing waved off as they say that the ball got tipped. Jackstite, first man in on it for the Axemen. Centering pass, there's a shot and a good save made there by Deason. It was sitting on top of his pad, but he is able to hang on as both teams will make early changes. Both of these teams with early opportunities, and the face-off will be to the left of Mitch Deason. Ben Zoltok out to take the draw for the Ravens, being watched closely there by Dakota Nebelzenko. As now there's a loose ball in front, and Carson Bogdan, fan on that one. As that one gets chipped out, and Austin Tuchak will chase down the loose ball for the Ravens as they look to get something set up. There's a long shot. Good stop made there by Schatz. Out off the stick of Keaton Slater. Tuchak on the far side now with it. Centering pass for Mason Engel doesn't work, and here comes the Ravens the other way. Bogdan sends it into the far corner. Jaden Heinrichs in after it. Heinrichs up for the speedy Jordan Gall. Gall makes a nice move around his man with a chance to go to the net, but couldn't get all the way through. Nathan Eckel now a centering pass. There's a shot. That one goes wide. Eckel follows up on it. Back to the point. Steve Caswell with a shot. Blocked. Heinrichs tries to turn and fire. That one got blocked by Jonathan Richardson. And now Christian Magnus with it. Tries to poke that one ahead and can't. Ethan Remnier lost his stick, so he just kicks it back to Jonathan Richardson. There's a one-touch pass looking for Magnus, but that one misses everybody. And icing is the call, so the face-off will come all the way down to the right of Brandon Schatz. Connor McKay out to take the draw for the Ravens against the Axemen captain Christian Magnus, and Magnus wins it clean back. Nathan Carter with it on the near wall. He'll just go back behind his net for Mike Henschel. Henschel lost that one, and Carter is able to find it. He fires it up the wall for Alex Rindeau. Rindeau with it now. Just pushes it in deep. That one gets cut off by Jarrett Penner. Now there's a nice move by Magnus. Rindeau follows it up. Rindeau now tries to walk out in front and can't, and the net gets pushed off its position, so we'll have a face-off this time in the Ravens zone to the left of Mitch Deason. So Magnus will stay out. Alex Rindeau out there, as is Troy Baschuk for the Axemen. Face-off won by the Ravens. Connor McKay in his own zone. Daryl Godlin in his own zone with it. Godlin up for McKay as the Ravens look for a breakout. Connor McKay being watched closely by the Axemen captain, Christian Magnus. McKay sends that one in for a dare. Tries to chip it in, but can't, and icing is waved off as it doesn't have enough to get there. McKay with it now. Connor McKay. That one got intercepted. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Here comes Jack Stite. Jack Stite tries to pass across, and that one got broken up. Good job by Daryl Godlin. Here comes Cambro Sart the other way. Tries to chip it past Carter, had it knocked away. Adair makes a nice move around his man. Carter is able to find it, leaves it for a man, and now Jack Stite for Ben Zoltok. Zoltok with a shot, and a good stop made there by Deason. Justin Monahan, the Ravens captain, just goes D to D, tries to move it up for Brosart, but that one got picked off by Richardson. There's a shot that will roll to Mitch Deason, who just puts his glove over top of it and hangs on. Face off to the right now of Deason. Shots on goal, 5-0 for the Axemen. So putting on some early pressure as they look for the first goal in this one. Carson Bogdan out now to take the draw. Magnus is going to walk in with a shot fired it just wide. Loose ball in front. And that one is going to be pushed all the way down. Does it have enough for icing? It does, so they'll come back and do it all over again deep in the Ravens zone. So Richardson, Aaron Cook on the back end, Ethan Renier, Carson Bogdan, and Christian Magnus out for the Axemen. So they look for this one. Cook is just able to knock that one down. Can't make a play on it, however. The Axemen have to get out of the zone as it came past the red line, and that will allow the Ravens to set up shop as they look for a breakout. Behind their own goal, that's Sandy Charles, part of a 7-player trade with the Snowbirds at the draft. With Sandy Charles, now here comes Austin Tuchak, is able to find that loose ball. Tuchak, centering pass, they score! The Ravens strike first, thanks to Mason Engel. And it's a 1-0 Ravens lead. So it was a good job by Tuchak to find that loose ball in the Axemen zone. And he was just able to walk in. Great patience by number 13, and Mason Engel able to finish it off. And on their first registered shot on goal, it's a 1-0 Ravens lead. So face off, of course, at center floor. Nate Carter now tries to move it up. Alex Rindeau pushes it deep. Ben Zoltok, the Axemen rookie, in after it. And Steve Caswell looking for somewhere to go, and the Ravens are able to move it out. Long pass for Beau Gervais. Centering pass got broken up. Good stick from Carter. And now Keaton Slater back for it. Slater tries the long feed. That one misses everybody, and it's going to go down for an icing call. So the face-off will come back in the Ravens zone, this time to the left of Deason. 14-16 remains in the opening half. Of course, 2 20-minute stop periods, halves, however you want to refer to them. Christian Magnus now wins that draw back. Jack Stite able to push it back. There's a long shot. Loose ball in front, and Magnus tried to move to his backhand and lost the handle.
Ravens first goal.
Carter with it. A long shot. That one got deflected high. Now Genther tries to put that one on net and can't. And Nathan Eckel the other way. just gains the line. Eckel makes a nice move around his man. Centering pass for Gervais, who couldn't handle it, and Mike Henschel finds that one. That one gets knocked down at the line by Slater. Good job by him to keep the ball in the zone. Slater tries to move that one down and fanned on it. And now the Ravens will get some fresh runners on the floor. Connor McKay, nice lead feed for his man. I believe he was looking for Brossart. And now here comes Jack Stite the other way. Jack Stite is centering pass for Genther, and they couldn't connect. Genther follows up. There's a shot. And ball is still loose at the side of the goal, but Caswell is able to come away with it. Up ahead for McKay. Tries a lead feed. Aaron Cook is able to break that one up. Cook, drop pass for his man. That's Jack Stite now. Magnus got tied up, so he couldn't get a shot away, and Carson Bogdan now after it. There's a long shot and a good stop by Deason, and he'll hang on with 12:48 remaining as the Axemen continuing with this offensive pressure. Shots on goal now 9-1 as we approach just past the 8-minute mark in this one. Face off one cleanly by Bogdan. There's a shot, and that one was fired high by Ethan Renier. Ben Zoltok now back to the point. Richardson with a shot, and a good stop made there by Deason. Colton Adair on the far side. Adair just gets it over half and tries to push that one in himself, but can't. And here come the Axemen the other way. Renier. Now Richardson with it. There's a long shot. That one goes wide. First to it is Jared Penner, who throws it around the other side. Godlin. Up Richardson now with it in a battle. Ball pops loose. Cam Brossart now. Brossart tries to move it up, and Schatz was just able to find that ball, and he's able to hang on to that one. Face off to the left of Brandon Schatz. Both teams will make changes. Mason Angle out to take the draw for the Ravens. Of course, he's the Ravens goal scorer up against Magnus. Carter up the near wall for Troy Bathchuk. There's a long shot save made there. Rebound, they score! Long shot, and Jordan Gall was able to find it and slides it past Brandon Schatz. It's a 2-0 Ravens lead. So a good job there by Jordan Gall to follow up the rebound after the initial stop by Schatz. As the Ravens with a little first half insurance. Christian Magnus now with it. Up for Henschel. Down low for Alex Rindeau. Rindeau tries the wraparound, fired it just wide. Tuchak fanned on that pass. Magnus was able to steal it. Magnus for Bathchuk, down low for Rindeau. Bathchuk the return feed with a shot, and he hammers it wide. Tuchak now in his own zone with Rindeau hard on him, and that one is going to go all the way down. And Angle is going to beat out the icing call. Has a man. That's goal. In a lone goal. Scores! Back-to-back goals for Jordan Gall. And it's a 3-0 Ravens lead. Great hustle from, I believe that was Mason Angle, to go down and chase down that loose ball. And Jordan Gall was able to break free, and it was a good pass from Angle, and Gall was left all alone with one man to beat. And he goes glove side on Brandon Schatz. So we're approaching the 9-minute mark in the first half, and an early 3-0 Ravens lead. Steve Caswell now up for Beau Gervais. Gervais tries to send that one down low. Magnus now in his own end. Just gets it over half and down over the blue line. Magnus tries to chip that one past his man and does. Scores! The Axemen get on the board thanks to their captain, Christian Magnus, who tried to poke it past Keaton Slater and did, and then it kind of just rolled in. And who else but the Axemen captain? And this will now be a 2-goal deficit for the Axemen and potentially stealing some of that momentum back. We'll see what comes of that. But now here comes the Ravens with a chance to get one right back, and a good blocker stop made there by Schatz. Off the stick of Nathan Eckel. So now the Ravens looking to respond. Carson Bogdan with it in his own end. Bogdan spins away from Beau Gervais to buy himself a little extra time and just sends that one deep. Bogdan in after it as he's working on Slater. Slater now is able to work his way around a few Axemen forward checkers. Far side for Nathan Eckel. Eckel tries a centering pass. That one ends up on the stick of Zoltak. Lead feed for Bogdan. Bogdan, a long shot. That one gets blocked by Caswell and goes behind the net. Slater up for Beau Gervais. Nice centering feed for his man. That's Broussard with a shot, and a good stop made there by Schatz with a left pad. Rindeau chips it past his man, goes back to the point. Broussard with a shot. That one rolls wide. Rebound. As Colton Adair with it. So Nate Carter with the assist on the Christian Magnus goal. McKay for Slater. Long shot. Adair with a rebound. Stop there by Schatz. Somehow that one stayed out too, as that was a great chance by Cam Broussard, and Schatz was able to get just enough of it. Zoltak throws it into the corner, and Alex Rindeau after it, being watched there by Slater. As they tie each other up, Slater is able to work it free. Spins away from Magnus, and now here comes Slater. For Broussard as the Ravens gain the line. Cam Broussard, centering feed for Adair, plays that one off the wall. Adair tries to give that one to his man and can't. Now Daryl Godlin with it. Moves it up on the far wall for Adair. Adair, nice centering pass for his man, but that just rolled off the stick of Connor McKay. McKay follows up with it. Back for Godlin with a shot. That one got blocked down by Magnus. And here comes Jadrian Genther with it now the other way. Genther gains the blue line for Magnus, who chips it in deep, but Deason is able to find it off the back wall and hang on. 8:13 to go in the opening half. 3-1 Ravens lead. Shots on goal 11-8 in favor of the Axemen. Face off will be to the right of Deason. Jadrian Genther out to take the draw for the Axemen in the offensive zone. Ravens are able to get control of it. There's a shot. That one doesn't make its way through as it was blocked by Sandy Charles. Magnus with it on the near wall. Tries a centering pass, but that one ends up on the stick of Adair, and out he comes. Check that. That's Angle. Working on Carter, and that one gets poked away. Gall for Angle. Mason Angle. We've got the Ravens on the board first tonight. As now Magnus with it, working on the Ravens captain Justin Monahan as he gains the zone. Draw pass for Jackstite. Down low for Magnus. For Jackstite. Jackstite with a shot, doesn't make its way through. Charles was able to block that one. Charles hammers it all the way down. Angle pushes it deep for Tuchak. Being watched there by Aaron Cook, who's able to get the ball from him. Angle now on the far side for Gall, looking for three, and he hammers it high and wide. Monahan down below the Axemen goal now. Centering pass. That one just hopped over the stick of Tuchak, is still able to fire it, but hammers it wide. As Jonathan Richardson up for Ben Zoltak. As that pass doesn't clear the red line, so the zone is still set. The Ravens elect to change, however, and get some fresh legs on the floor. Beau Gervais picks up that loose ball. Sends it down low for Eckel. He had that one poked off his stick by Aaron Cook, but Eckel able to get it back. Eckel now a centering pass, tied up in front by Jackstite. Caswell is going to walk in, fakes the shot, finds it on the far side. There's a shot and a good stick save made by Schatz. Cook up for Carson Bogdan now. And Bogdan will carry it over half himself. He's trying to work his way around Gervais and can't. Now a lead feed for Eckel, and a good stop made there by Schatz. Caswell able to keep it in. Tries to send that one to the far side, but gets picked off, and here come the Axemen now the other way. Zoltak is able to work that one free. Back for Mike Henschel, who just tries to fire it down low, got cut off. Ethan Renier tries to get his stick on it and can't. Baschuk tries to throw that one behind the net. It gets cut off. Now Gervais makes a nice move around Carter to gain the line. Nice pass for Adair, but he lost it in his feet. Picks it back up. Adair looking to walk back in. Centering pass, nobody there, as that will allow the Axemen to break free the other way. Troy Baschuk sends it into an open corner. Godlin had that one blocked by Rindeau. That one goes up off the glass, so stays in play. Godlin up for Slater. Here comes Keaton Slater for Brossart. Centering pass for McKay. Connor McKay is able to slide it over. They score! Colton Adair. And it's a 4-1 Ravens lead with 4:49 remaining in half number one. So a good fast breakout from the Ravens, and Colton Adair, the big off-season pickup, was able to finish the job on a 2-on-1. So that'll go down as his first goal as a Raven. He was part of a 7-player trade at the 2023 draft. Here comes McKay, but that one's offside with 4:37 remaining. But it was a big trade between the Ravens and the Snowbirds, as both teams decided to shake things up at the draft. You remember Jeff Bissett and Evan Pasternak went to the Snowbirds, and in return the Ravens received Colton Adair, Nathan Eckel, Jared Penner, Sandy Charles, Daryl Godlin, and the 7th overall pick. And we've seen it do wonders for both teams, the Ravens and the Snowbirds, as Jeff Bissett and Evan Pasternak, of course, played earlier in the evening. Face-off for that ball, rather, goes into the Ravens bench, so the face-off will remain inside. There's Connor McKay out to take the draw for the Ravens.
Ravens 4 goals scored by number 15, Colton Adair, assisted by number 8,
Now, here comes Genther, tries to poke that one away.
Time of the goal, 4:46.
As now, Genther with it, moves it up for Jackstite. Jarrett Penner back with it. Of course, he was involved in that Snowbirds Ravens trade. Cam Brossart is able to dig that ball loose. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. Brossart had that one poked away. Good stick there from Bogdan. As now, here comes McKay, and that one gets fired wide, and they're going to wave it off as it went in, but they're going to say that a member of the Ravens, it went off of his hand and in. I believe that was Connor McKay that was just trying to knock it down, and immediately it waved off, and not much argument from the Ravens. So the face-off will come outside, right near the penalty box to our broadcast right. Now Magnus up for Genther. Ahead for Jackstite. Here comes Jackstite. Wanted to leave it for Magnus. But now the Ravens break the other way. Jordan Gall, who's got 2 already in this half, Leaves it for Tuchak with a shot, and Schatz was able to get just enough of it to send it wide. There's a shot, they score! Makes it a 5-1 Ravens lead. After the shot from the corner gets redirected in front. I think that went off of an Axemen player's stick. But either way, it's a 5-1 Ravens lead. So now here comes Hangle as the Ravens. No sign of slowing down. Zoltok tries to move that one up. Good job by Slater, able to keep that one in. Tuchak down low for Slater. Being watched there by Renier. There's a centering pass. Tuchak with a shot. And that one goes high and wide. Now Slater down low for Gervais. Gervais with it. Makes the move around Richardson as he's going to walk in. Gervais wanted to shoot, but instead he'll take it around the net. Centering pass, that one just went through Tuchak. Now Renier pokes it ahead. Slater up for Gervais, but offside is the call.
Unassisted, time of the goal.
And the face-off will come back by the Ravens bench. Pardon me, the Axemen bench. .225 remain in the opening half. 5-1 Ravens lead. Carter down for Rindeau. Being watched closely there. Gervais up ahead for Nathan Eckel. Waiting for some players to break to the net. There's a shot, and that one gets deflected just wide. Rindeau was able to find that loose ball. Up for Magnus. Magnus trying to make a move around his man and can't. Gervais for Nathan Eckel. Eckel with it now for Caswell. Caswell with a shot. And that one couldn't find its way through. Nice move there from Colton Adair, who's going to walk in. Adair with a shot, and that one got steered aside by Schatz. Great move from Colton Adair to open up some space. Adair drops it down low. There's a centering pass. Back for Caswell at the line. He'll just go D to D. Slater with a shot. That one got hammered wide. Jaden Heinrichs with it now. Heinrichs with a pass. That one gets redirected, and here comes Jackstite the other way. Jackstite now will send it in. Decent out of his net to play it, and he just rims it around. Now Cam Brossart throws it back for Caswell. Back for Slater behind his net. 43 seconds and counting remain in the opening half. Long pass for McKay. Here comes Connor McKay now for Brossart. Brossart down low for Adair. That one just hopped over his stick. And Jackstite with it up the near wall. Here comes Kagan Jackstite. Now that one poked away. Now here comes Brossard with it. Tries to drop pass for McKay, but that one got broken up by Carter. Good stick by the Axemen defenseman. 8 seconds remain. Brossard with it with 4 seconds now. Burst of speed for Brossard. And he's just gonna kill time, and that marks the end of the first half. A first half that was all Ravens. We're through the first 20 minutes, and it's a 5-1 Ravens lead. Welcome back to Warman in the Legends Center for the second half as the Ravens have a 5-1 lead. as it was all Ravens in that first half, and we'll see what half number 2 brings as they control off the opening face-off. And now comes Colton Adair. Tries a centering pass for McKay, but he couldn't handle that one. Nate Carter the other way. Moves it forward for Keegan Jackstite. Jackstite working on Justin Monahan. Sandy Charles with it now for the Ravens. Pass up for Adair, goes off of his foot, so he has to go back and get it. And now had his pocket picked from Jadrian Ganther. Ganther now with a long shoot in. Wanting Jackstite to redirect that one, and it goes wide. Monahan now with it in his own end. Looking to set up shop. He just lifts that one forward for Cam Brossard, who pushes it in deep. Nate Carter, the first one back for the Axemen. Sends it up the near wall. Colton Adair with a shot, and a good stop made there by Schatz. And he hangs on. So we'll see just how aggressive the Ravens want to be in this second half with a 4-goal cushion. Of course, if you get to 5 goals, then, or a 5-goal lead, pardon me, then it goes to straight time. Mason Angle out to take the draw for the Ravens. And that one is won by Carson Bogdan. Steve Caswell with it. Angle now with it at the line with a shot. That one got blocked. Good block by Bogdan. Angle gets it back again. That one got poked away. And now Carson Bogdan with it. Gains the line, makes a nice move around his man. Drops it back for Zoltok with a shot. Good save by Deason. That one goes up, and Deason didn't know where it was, but Keaton Slater was able to come down with it. Slater up ahead for Tuchak on the far side. Austin Tuchak tries to make a move around Aaron Cook and can't. Good job by Cook to poke that one away. Ethan Renier behind his net. He'll just lift that one up. Zoltok will knock that one down, and face-off will come outside as that one went off of a Ravens player. So both teams will make changes. Like I mentioned, the game goes to straight time if there's a 5-goal lead. If any team is winning by 6 goals at any time during the second period, then the game is immediately over. Mike Henschel tries to throw that one on the far side. Troy Baschuk will go and get it. Tries to draw a pass, but that one got picked off. Now Tuchak tries to settle that one down on the stick and can't. Loose ball. Tuchak in all alone. Tuchak tries to go backhand. Knocked down by Carter. That's going to be a penalty, as Nate Carter is going to be called for a trip, as Tuchak was in all alone. And the Ravens now with a chance to add to their lead via the power play as Carter goes and sits for 2 or left. So Monahan, Caswell, Jordan Gall, Colton Adair, and Mason Angle out on the draw for the Ravens. Face off won by Adair. Caswell settles that bouncing ball down. For Adair with a shot, fires that one high. Bogdan has a chance to get that one down, but can't. Good job by Caswell to keep that one in. Adair on the near side line. Lines up like he's going to shoot, but elects not to. Sends it down low for Monahan. Adair back up at the top. Is going to walk in with a shot. That one gets redirected. Loose ball in front, and Gall couldn't get his stick on it, but is able to find the loose ball. Back for Caswell. There's a shot and scores! Jordan Gall. As it looked like Schatz had squeezed it, but it rolled ball just far enough over the line. And that's going to do it for Brandon Schatz, as Riley Langford-Gosmo was now going to come in for the Axemen, as that's going to be the end of the night for Brandon Schatz. On a tough night for the Axemen goalie. So the Ravens also capitalize on the power play.
Axemen's penalty was to number 24, Nate Carter, 2 minutes for tripping.
Sandy Charles now in his own end. Far side of the wall for Monahan. Monahan over the line. That one hit Heinrichs. And the Ravens will have to take up. Good job by Gervais to knock that ball down. Here comes Beau Gervais in front for Heinrichs. Had that one poked away. Nice move by Gervais as the ball is loose and a member of the Axemen just sits down.
Power play by number 77, Jordan Gall, assisted by number 21.
So 16-10 remain.
Steve Caswell and number 15, Colton Adair. Timeout goal 16:52.
Now there's a long shot. That one gets hit off a stick and goes wide. Bogdan back behind his own goal for the Axemen. He'll just slow it down. Sends it across for Aaron Cook, who will now bring it up. Cook sends Howard over the line. Deason gloves it down and elects to continue to play it. It's now Slater being watched by Zoltok. Slater, nice centering feed for Gervais. Spin pass for Heinrichs. Heinrichs now a centering pass. That one got cut off by Jackstite. Now here comes Jackstite on that far side. Dragon Jackstite with it. Wanted to feed it to Bogdan, but he was covered. Now he gets it to him, but somebody was right there in his hip pocket. Good job by Henschel to keep the ball in the Ravens zone. Shot steered aside by Deason. Ganther with a long shot. That one hit a body in front. I believe that was Slater, as he was able to find that one. Being watched closely there by Zoltok. Slater, the far side. Nice move there by Gervais, and here he comes Beau. Gervais tries to move around Carter and can't. Good job by Nate Carter to poke that one away. Now he's going to bring it up himself. That ball gets cut off at half. Connor McKay hard in after it. Henschel beats him there and throws it around the wall for Ganther. Adair with it for Brossart. There's a shot. Good stop made there from Langford-Gosmo. The first time he's been tested tonight since coming in for relief. And that ball goes off the netting and out of play.
The Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League would like to thank its title sponsor, MR Promotions and Apparel.
14-20
Saskatchewan and Western Canada
remain face off in the neutral zone.
is your go-to for custom jerseys, apparel, graphic design, promotional products, and so much more. Thank you, MR.
Carter now with it. He'll just go D to D for Richardson. Far side for Jackstite. Jackstite with it for Magnus. He got turned away. Daryl Godlin now with it. Moves it up the wall for Adair. Adair for McKay, and that one just hops over his stick. He's unable to touch it, so that's going to be an icing call, and the faceoff's going to come down in the Ravens' end.
Over yonder in the penalty box there. Thank you, Larissa.
Faceoff will be to the right of Mitch Deason. 6-1, Ravens lead. Thanks to a power play goal in this second half. Now Charles behind his own net with it. Justin Monahan up for his man. Chips that one past. McKay with it. Centering pass. Brossart with a chance and tipped it just high. Good job by Brossard to get a stick on it, but he tipped it just wide. Now Colton Adair is going to walk the line with a shot. That one goes off the dasher. As Magnus with it now. Working 1-on-2. Christian Magnus for Jackstite. Jackstite now. Tries to get it to Genther. And Genther just throws it in deep. Magnus with it. Walks out and sends it down low to Carter with a long shot. That one goes wide. Monahan up for Adair. Tries to poke that one past Carter, but Carter does a good job to hold the line. There's a shot steered aside by Deason. Now Genther with a shot. That one goes off the back of the net. Magnus on the near side. Sent it back for Henschel. Henschel, a one-timer. That one goes wide. And Adair is able to slow it down and come out the other way. Looking for Brossard, but he didn't get over half, so icing is called. As the face-off will come down to the Ravens zone. Once again to the right of Mitch Deason. Face-off one there by the Ravens. Henschel able to knock that one down and walk in. Wanted to go to the far side, but that one got picked off by Slater. Now he goes far side for Gall, but that one was too hot for Gall to handle, so another icing call. Ball gets sent down once again to be dropped to the right of the Ravens goalie, Mitch Deason. 15 saves for Mitch Deason in this one. Zoltok tries to push that one forward, but can't. Now Nate Carter, the lone man back for the Axemen. He turns and sends it up for Zoltok. For Henschel. Zoltok gets the return feed, pokes it deep for Rindeau. Rindeau being watched closely by Caswell. Leaves it for Zoltok. Zoltok trying to spin away from his man in the near corner. Sends it down low for Rindeau. Centering pass for Baschuk, but his stick got tied up by Gall. There's a shot, and that one goes wide. Deason might have got a piece of that one. Gall off the wall for Angle. Angle now being watched closely there. Angle just backtracks and sends it down for Jordan Gall on the near boards. Centering pass, that one got poked away. Good stick by Henschel. Gall tries centering pass, but that one gets picked off by Henschel. Comes out the other way. Henschel just over the center line and sends it in deep. Daryl Godlin back for it. Up for Mason Angle. Being watched closely there by Ethan Renier. Zoltok had that one stolen from him. Tuchak tries the centering pass. Good stick by Nate Carter to pick that one off. But now here comes Jared Penner back the other way. For Gervais, for Tuchak in the slot. Tuchak with a shot, but a good job by Renier. And now the Axemen could have numbers the other way. Ethan Renier, it's a 2-on-1. And Zoltok couldn't handle that pass. There's a shot and a good save made there by Deason. Carter now sends it up for Bogdan. Bogdan will just send it back for Carter. As the Ravens will get some changes. Renier with it now. Tries to send that one far side, but fanned on it. And now here comes Nathan Eckel the other way. Jaden Heinrichs back for Godlin with a shot. Goes high and over the net. Beau Gervais being watched closely there by Aaron Cook. And now we're going to have a penalty as Cook got his stick slashed out of his hands. And I think that's going to be Beau Gervais that's going to go. And it's going to be a slashing call against Beau Gervais. And here's the interesting thing, because it's run time, because we're in the second half. That's going to be a 6-minute penalty to Beaugervais. Typically, a slash or a high stick is a 4-minute automatic double minor, but because it's runtime, it's a 6-minute minor to Gervais. So a chance for the Axemen to potentially get back in it here. Magnus going to quarterback this power play to begin. He's going to tee one up, and decent blockers that away. Monahan up the near wall. Sandy Charles now with it. Now we're going to have another penalty coming up. This one of the Ravens as well. It's going to be a trip, and it's going to be a 5-on-3. So Charles will go and sit, as that'll be a double minor because it's straight time. Check that, that'll be 3 minutes because it's straight time. And we'll see if the Ravens can kill this one off. Magnus with it now. For Jackstite on that far side. Back for Magnus. Is able to get it to settle down on his stick, but couldn't get a shot away. Bogdan at the top of the line. Sends that one down low. Good save made there by Deason. Loose ball, and that one gets sent down the length of the floor by the Ravens captain. Bogdan sends that one far side. Magnus picks it up off the wall. Christian Magnus now is going to walk in. Tries a centering pass. That one doesn't work. He'll go and pick up the loose ball. Magnus now with a shot. Good stop by Deason. And he'll hang on.
And number 11.
So some good early pressure here on this 5-on-3. However, because it is straight time, the clock does continue to tick away. 4 minutes left in the Beaugervais penalty and counting. Minute 45 and counting in the Sandy Charles penalty. Bogdan with it. Sends it down low to Zoltak. Waiting. Zoltak with a shot, and that one goes high and wide. Jackstite spins away with the ball. Tries a centering pass for Genther, but a good stick by a Ravens defender. Magnus is able to work the ball loose. There's a chance in front, and they score! So the Axemen are able to make the 5-on-3 man advantage count. Deason had the original save, but I believe that was Kagan Jackstite on that far side that was able to put it home, and it's now a 6-2 game. So we'll get the penalties sorted out here in terms of who's coming out of the box and whatnot. Should still be a power play for the Axemen. I guess it'll just be a matter of so Ray Berzinski is talking to the Axemen captain Christian Magnus. So a 6-2 Ravens lead. 5:58 remains on the opening nights of the 2023 season. Of course, the Bucks and the Snowbirds kicked things off. That was a 6-2, pardon me, Snowbirds victory. So they start 1-0. The Bucks fall to 0-1.
Gentlemen, please take out your 50-50 ticket. When you take it, please take it to the Premier Ball Hockey booth. And
it will be a 5-on-4 for 2 minutes and 42 seconds, it looks like. So the Axemen still on the power play, and because it's now a 4-goal lead, it's back to stop time. Langford Gasmo for Bogdan at the near line. Bogdan over the line now with it. Just gains the line. No, he didn't. As they're going to say the line wasn't set, so that will be offside, and the faceoff comes in the neutral zone. Ethan Renier out to take the draw for the Axemen. Langford Gasmo now out of his net, and he'll throw that one around with Cam Brossard hot on his tail. Magnus, the Axemen captain, in his own end now, being watched closely by Brossard. Jackstite with it. Jackstite for Zoltok with a shot. Good stop made there by Deason, and that ball is going to get sent down the length of the floor. Good stop by Deason off the stick of Ben Zoltok. Zoltok now is going to bring it up with speed for Renier. Back for Zoltok, who will go and give chase. Zoltok on the near wall. Tries a centering pass, but that one's going to be knocked down, and Brossard will bring it out the other way for Adair, and the Ravens will just change and get fresh penalty killers out on the floor. 1:10 and counting left in the Beaugervais penalty. 4:21 and counting left in regulation. Baschuk off the bench. Takes the ball with a burst of speed. Troy Baschuk with a shot, and a good stop by Deason, who hangs on. So the second power play unit for the Axemen getting a look here. Baschuk, Alex Rindeau, Jadrian Ganther, Mike Henschel, Nate Carter, all out for the Axemen. 59 seconds remaining in the Beaugervais slashing penalty. Face off won by the Ravens. Godlin sends it up the wall. Henschel is able to beat his man there, and that one just takes a funny hop off the boards behind the Ravens net. Deason finds it and hangs on. Henschel with a long shot goes wide. Gall with it. He just tries to turn and fire. Good job by Carter to hold the line. Carter now is going to tee one up, goes wide. Baschuk plays that one off the wall. Goes off of a Raven stick, and that one gets sent to the line, and Carter had trouble with that one, and now it's a shorthanded breakaway for Connor McKay. Scores! Connor McKay. As Riley Langford Gasmo came out to try to play that ball, and McKay was able to poke it by him and puts it in the goal for a 7-2 Ravens lead. It's a short-handed marker, and the clock should go back to straight time. So Connor McKay with a shorty for the Ravens. 7-2 lead. Godlin up, and that one goes off the netting and out of play, so the faceoff will remain inside. Gervais will be out at the drop of the ball. We're back to 5-on-5. So that one gets lifted out. Carter able to track that one down. Sends it up for Magnus. Magnus makes a move on Monahan, who lost his stick. Magnus still with it, tries to drive to the goal. Ethan Renier picks it up, centering pass for Genther with a shot. Good stop by Deason as that one caught him up high. Magnus with it now. As that one goes off the glass just below the mesh netting. And the Ravens get it out momentarily, but the Axemen are able to send it back in, and a good stick from Jared Penner as Renier was alone in front. Gervais with it off the wall. Beau Gervais 3-on-2 for Angle with a shot. Gervais tries to play that one, can't. Loose ball in front, and that one gets kept in by Charles, who's going to walk in and blast one. And that one goes high and wide. Renier with it. Up for Genther. For Magnus. Just gains the line. Carter tries to poke that one past his man and can't. Henschel up for Magnus. Good up pass from Mike Henschel. Now Zoltok with it. And Deason will just find that one and hang on with 1:30 and counting left. Bogdan out to take the draw for the Axemen. Wins that one back. There's a shot from Zoltok and a good stop. Rebound, loose ball. Jackstein had that one bounce off his stick. Couldn't get a clean shot away, and it goes off the side of the post. Jackstein playing keep away from Caswell, centering past Zoltok with a shot. Jackstein now. Zoltok tries to get a clean shot away and can't. Loose ball still in front of the Ravens goal, and Caswell with it gets taken down. Now that's going to be a tripping call. I think Ben Zoltok is the guilty party with the clock winding down. As the Ravens take a timeout here. So timeout called by the Ravens with 36 seconds left. There's now Caswell with a redirect by a goal in front. Goes just wide. Ravens set up shop on the far wall. There's a centering pass goal with a shot. And he fired that one wide as well. Angle for Caswell. Caswell now down low for Tuchak. Couldn't get a clean shot away. Loose ball in front, and they're going to blow that one down. And that's going to be the end of this one. So the Ravens are able to start the season 1-0. As well as that wraps up the first week, the premier week of the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League. The Snowbirds, of course, got out to a victory in their first game, the first game of the season, and the Ravens followed it up with a win. So they moved to 1-0 on the season to join the Snowbirds at the top of the standings. The Axemen fall to 0-1 and join the Bucks at the bottom of the standings. My name's Matt Morrison. Thanks for taking along today. Once again, the final in this one. Ravens 7, Axemen 2.